What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on in. It's 1TS Daily live here at One True Sport. How's it going? I'm your host, Zack Heydorn with Brass Ring Media and from Sports Illustrated. I'm on the road again. This is crazy. Normally it's just Tuesdays. But here I am, in downtown Chicago on what was a rainy morning here. My dog loved it. Darn thing. She loves the rain. She loves just getting muddy, and it happened at 4 a.m. So yay. So it looks like I'm tired. If there's little bags under the eyes, that's why. But that said, I'm super pumped to be here, and we've got a lot to discuss. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Thanks so much for joining us. If you wouldn't mind, just drop a little like. If you're watching on YouTube. Same thing on Twitter. We got some Twitter viewers as well, of course. Thanks so much for being here. And you guys can hit like in your very own way. So I thank you for that. Not going to keep you guys long today, as just a little bit of a shorter agenda than usual. But there were some details and some things that I wanted to hit on our show. And, look, we got a show to hold down. Monday through Friday is Monday through Friday. And unless there's extenuating circumstances, but we make it happen. So thank you guys for being here, and thanks for the likes, and yeah, we'll get you out of here soon. But not without a long and fun discussion on professional wrestling. I do want to hit a couple topics about last night's NXT. We'll preview AEW Dynamite, and then this morning, already starting out hot with the news. So we will discuss some of that here as we spend our time together. Hello to Akhtar, who's in the chat. What's up, Akhtar? Thanks so much. Says hello, Zach, and Chi-Town, baby. Yeah, man, Chi-Town. It's about that time of year here downtown where, the Mag Mile is lit up for Christmas. All the offices are, getting decorated for the holidays. It's a fun time to be in the city. A little snow today, perhaps, first snow of the year. So, yay. But anyway. All right, guys, the live chat's open, as you can see. So jump on in there if you want me to get to a topic or answer a question or just, read your rants. Drop it in there, and we'll make sure to do that. If you are able to go to and submit a super chat, that would help us out big time. Any contribution amount helps us out, and your comment, question, or rant goes right to the top of our queue here for the show, and we'll make sure to get it in there. So thank you in advance for that. We got the boss who's joining us live. Says, "Hey Zach, going to Dynamite next week, man." Listen, I wish. Continental Classic, but here's the thing: they've got this like Chicago tradition. Night before Thanksgiving in Chicago, AEW Dynamite. I never can go. I'm always out of town. For Thanksgiving. We travel as family on that Wednesday. So as AEW comes into town, I exit said town. So no, I won't be there, but I'll be watching as always. Thanks, boss, for joining us, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's talk about last night's episode of NXT. We no longer have a Chase University. Oh, man, it's sad. Look, you knew that it was going to go that way last night. I mean, we previewed the show yesterday. It had all the makings of a Chase U, losing this and then moving into the next phase of whatever they are. In this case, it's the disbandment of Chase U. I still find it fascinating how Chase U is able to pull the emotions that they do out of the audience. It's such a random gimmick, right? It's such a random idea for a gimmick, yet people do care. People do care about Chase U. It's crazy. And I think it has to, and we've talked about it a lot on this show. I think it has to do with just the depth at which the players play their parts. Andre Chase, Thea Hale, Duke Hudson, etc. Like there's a buy-in there. There is a buy-in there without question. And you know, that's important when you're talking about a wrestling character. And so I think that's part of why it connects with the audience the way that it does. It's sad. Yesterday was sad as the show goes off the air. Andre Chase dejected, uh, dejected, and the rest of Chase U like fallen. They have this great shot where it's like the shot is from behind Andre Chase and like looking down away from him, and it's just like fallen university members, and it's a great shot. But like, boy, I don't know where they're going here, but it seems to be that they're done, and I I really am curious as to the future of the people in that group. I mean, I think it's the act with the highest upside in the whole Chase U deal is Thea Hale. I mean, she really can play like a sympathetic babyface very effectively. She's on the smaller side, but she's fast. She's aggressive. I think she can. She just has like an innate connection with the audience, which is always what you want. And it clicks. It clicks. So I think she's got the highest upside. Duke Hudson, Andre Chase, like I don't know. Like we've talked about, Andre Chase University, it's an odd thing to put up there on the main roster. Not that I wouldn't want to see him try. I think, Chase U as a faction has gotten like the right to do that because they've done well enough in NXT. But again, on the main roster, you know, you're asking Seth Rollins to sell for that. You're asking, um, top talent to sell for a fake university. Doesn't really work. Doesn't really mix. But we'll see. We'll see what they do here. But I like the main event. I like the match. I also really like Ridge Holland winning. I mean, say what you want about Ridge Holland, and I haven't been a big supporter of his, but here's the deal: he is getting a push right now in NXT. He has been. He was the focus of Chase U for a while. He turned heel on them. He had the little thing with Bubba Ray Dudley, at the last pay per view, and then leading into the match at the ECW arena, he pinned Trick Williams. And so this is a logical place for him to go, which is a title match, and I think it's set up for Trick to just beat him, and I think that's absolutely the right call. But this is Ridge's time, and I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet from him. I don't get a feel on presence there with him. I don't. I just don't feel like it's clicking. I'm not sure what Ridge Holland is, except for this big brute bully, and maybe that's all he is. But if that is all he is, there's definitely a ceiling on that gimmick and on that act. But we'll see what they do. But needless to say, I mean, this push is in full-fledged, push now. They're going there. They're there. They're in that business, and so yeah, they're in that. If you have thoughts on NXT and Chase U, if you want to like say your goodbyes, drop it in the live chat. Let's hit some news here as we kind of continue on the show. Okay, this morning, Linda McMahon's attorney confirms that she is separated from Vince McMahon. Not a real big surprise, but to hear it officially is interesting. Linda and Vince McMahon were always, they've been married forever, like 6 decades or something like that. And, but it always kind of seemed to me, like, not to psychoanalyze their relationship here, but it always seemed to me that they were kind of just married for other reasons. And look, people get married for lots of different reasons. And it seemed like it became more of a partnership than anything else. So to hear that they're separated, no surprise. Dave Meltzer had been reporting for quite some time, even back in 2022, that they were not living together anymore. So take that news as it is. Linda McMahon rumored to be named Secretary of Education in Donald Trump's administration beginning in January. Not sure what qualifications she has for that, but nonetheless, she's been a big part of Donald Trump's campaign, and Donald Trump seems to be rewarding those folks who have given him that loyalty with key positions. So she will be there, and she will be a big part of his cabinet and his administration going forward. All right, whatever, guys. Also this morning, Kenny Omega provided an update on his potential return to the ring. He says he's ready to go at Wrestle Dynasty and is willing to take on Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Dynasty. Kenny Omega made his return to New Japan at Power Struggle, little promo in the ring. He has a backstage kind of blow up with Gabe Kidd. And now it seems like the match is on. It's not official yet, but Omega in an interview said, hey, I'm ready to go. If New Japan wants it, if fans want it, if Gabe Kidd wants it, I'm good. I'm cleared for Wrestle Dynasty. This is mind-boggling to me. I can't understand how it happens. How it is that he gets this match and his big return is in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, what on earth are we doing? Like, I don't like what? How is this not happening in AEW? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good for Tony Khan. It's not good for AEW. It's not good for Kenny Omega. This is bad. This is a bad move. I get that Kenny Omega wants it. Sometimes you don't get what you want. This return should be happening in AEW first. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm shocked that it isn't. Let's see here. I gotta go to my news. Okay, AEW announced their streaming debut on Max. So big news there. It's everybody's waiting to see when this Max partnership drops, and I just think it's fascinating that it's upcoming, and it'll be starting in January. So you'll be able to watch programming beginning with AEW Revolution in 2025. So a little earlier than I thought, which is very interesting. Finally, on the news front, Jake Paul says that he wants to be Logan Paul's Paul Heyman. Could he do that? He says he wants to be a manager. He says he doesn't really want to do too much in-ring stuff, but he would want to be a manager. This was on the Impulsive podcast, which is Logan Paul's podcast. I think Jake Paul could be a pretty darn good manager in WWE. I mean, I really do. I don't want to say that. I really don't. I don't want to be the guy that says that. But the facts are facts, and it's true. He could be, and so yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. I don't think they're going to pay big money for that, but I think Jake Paul can talk. Jake Paul can ruffle feathers. Jake Paul knows how to push buttons. He knows how to promote. If nothing else, he knows how to do that. So we'll see. We'll see. Paul Heyman, Jake Paul. Who would have thought? All right, let's go back to the chat here real quick. The boss says, Chase, you carried NXT for 4 years and got over. It ran its course because no one expected it to get over like it did in 2021. As for what's next, it's hard to say with all the talents. I could see Duke and Andre enter the Rumble and join the main roster, then Gallus possibly the night after WrestleMania. Yeah, I mean, any of that could happen, I think, boss. It's just, will the Chase U ecosystem live on? That's the question that I have. I mean, Duke and Andre Chase can have a little fun tag team, on the main roster. It's just, will that entity get the same type of attention? That's what I'm not sure about at this point. All right, let's wrap up here with a quick AEW Dynamite preview. This is the go home show for Full Gear, which is on Saturday night. We'll preview Full Gear on this show on Friday, so don't miss it. Put down your calendars. AEW Full Gear preview right here at 1TS Daily at One True Sport. Don't miss it. Tonight, we've got a handful of matches already announced. Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy, Claudio Castagnoli versus Darby Allin, Chris Statlander against Hikaru Shida, Will Ospreay, Will Hobbs, Ricochet, and Mark Davis against Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, Lance Archer, and Brian Cage. There will be a contract signing for Chris Jericho and Tomohiro Ishii, and Big Boom AJ appears. Oh, goodness. The Costco guy is going to be on AEW Dynamite. That has all the makings of an absolute disaster. John Moxley not promoted for this show, so I'm assuming we'll see him. No MJF here, no Adam Cole here, no Roderick Strong here. It doesn't look, there's nothing promoted for the Hurt Syndicate or Swerve Strickland. So there's a lot of like key matches that aren't featured here as far as like, okay, final build goes. Same thing with Adam Page and Jay White. So I don't know. I don't know what that means for the show, but you know, there's some matches that could be very good. Wheeler Yuta versus Orange Cassidy. I mean, that's certainly where we'll get the Mox involvement, but everything else, I don't know. It makes me kind of go, huh? When I see this card as the go home card, but it is what it is. I think your match of the night, you're looking at Wheeler Yuta and Orange Cassidy, although that 8-man tag will be action packed. No question about that one. We will cover this show in full tomorrow on 1TS Daily Live right here at One True Sport, so you can check that out. We'll review the show, review the results, review the matches, review the angles, and also kind of grade where AEW landed with Full Gear and the build that they put behind it. All right, guys, I promised you I would not take as long of your day as I took yesterday, so we're gonna stop it right there. We're gonna leave you wanting more, hopefully, and I'll be back tomorrow right here on 1TS Daily. If you want more of my work in the meantime, check us out at Brass Ring Media. That's the shop that I run with my team. We have live shows there all week. I was on a live show yesterday, the Brass Ring Media Podcast. It's our flagship show. So yesterday night, we spent a good hour talking about WWE on Netflix and what sort of learnings you could take from the Logan Paul Mike Tyson fight and apply over. We went in depth on that subject. So check it out. I think you'll really enjoy it. Just find us on YouTube, Brass Ring Media. You can also find that show as an audio podcast for free wherever you download your podcast. Just search Brass Ring Media. We've got our written work on our Substack newsletter. You can check that out for free as well. Brass Ring Media Substack, and we'll come up. Subscribe. Check out our stuff. I think you'll be happy that you did. Cool? All right, you guys. Thank you so much for your time. We will see you tomorrow right here. Same time, same place, 11 Eastern on 1TS Daily, live at One True Sport. I'm Zack Heydorn. Talk to you guys all real soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. See ya.